Thank you for joining us on 2024. Which way today? Big developments today. Abhishek, focus on three biggest political stories tonight.
Yes, Niranjan, from Delhi to Varanasi and in between from Karnataka as well. We are bringing to you three stories with impact on how you vote this election.
Let's look at the three stories in focus this evening on 2024. Which way today? First up, there's an assault gate admission. So when Arvind Kejriwal came out of jail, of course, he's on bail for a few days to campaign. People were asking whether the Aam Aadmi Party was suddenly, on a high, whether they, they had some new energy pumped into them. Within 3 days, Abhishek, that energy has gone. Double whammy today for the Aam Aadmi Party. One, with that admission of the Aam Aadmi Party saying, yes, Swati Maliwal was assaulted. They went silent yesterday, tried to spin it as a fake news story yesterday, but eventually had to admit today, yes, it happened. And then you had the Enforcement Directorate also saying in court that there's a possibility, not a possibility, it's a certainty now, that Aam Aadmi Party, AAP, will be named as an accused in the charge sheet. They will be basically charge sheeted.
Yes, and we also have the sex tape cover-up. Remember the controversy around the Revannas in Karnataka, Niranjan, and you would know better, and the manner in which the coming out on bail is being sort of celebrated. Is it going to be some kind of intimidatory tactic insofar as the victims are concerned? That's going to be our focus.
Yeah, what were they celebrating is the question, because Revanna got bail, right? It's not like they're small players in Karnataka. Revanna is the son of a former Prime Minister. He was accused of kidnapped, abduction. Now, whatever the charges are, the truth in the charges are being investigated. But is there a cover-up? Could there be a cover-up? Let's look at the third story in focus. The Prime Minister filed his nomination today, but that was not the headline. The headline was the show of strength with the NDA allies. NDA allies and 12 chief ministers. You had Chandrababu Naidu, Pawan Kalyan, Eknath Shinde, the Paswans all line up with the Prime Minister, walk with him basically to show support. These are the three stories that we're looking at. Let's look at them in detail and why they could be a factor in the elections. Delhi votes, first up, Abhishek, if you want to take this one.
Well, yes, so Delhi votes on May 25th, and this double whammy that has happened, so to say, to the Aam Aadmi Party today with an admission on Swati Maliwal, and before that in the Delhi High Court, the Enforcement Directorate making it clear that the charge sheet is coming where Aam Aadmi Party is going to be made a co-accused and the principle of vicarious liability being put on, and the entire Aam Aadmi Party going to be named as accused. That's going to be an interesting development. Joining us in this conversation, can we get the three elements going so far as Swati Maliwal is concerned?
First, okay, this one, Abhishek, quickly before we get into the conversation.
All right.
Why are we looking at this story? Revanna is on bail. His son Prajwal is on the run. It's amazing that nobody's talking about the story. He's on the run. Rape accused on the run, and it's been several weeks now. There's no news of Prajwal Revanna's whereabouts. We heard that last spotted in Germany. His father faces kidnap and assault charge. That's why he was picked up. But today he receives a hero's welcome. What's going on? And finally, the third story in focus, and the three talking points from that story is on the Prime Minister's nomination.
Yes. And the Prime Minister, remember, filed his nomination papers earlier in the day. India leaders with PM as he filed the nomination. Allies and 12 chief ministers who accompanied the Prime Minister. And, of course, the third time candidature of the Prime Minister and obviously third win.
Yeah. Let's start with the first story. We have Desh Ratan Nigam in our studios this evening, and Abhishek Sudhir. Abhishek Sudhir leans towards the Indie bloc. Desh Ratan Nigam is an advocate, but he's got very strong political views, leans towards the BJP. Desh Ratan Nigam, Kejriwal, the assault gate admission that happened today, very, 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 very intriguing. That the Aam Aadmi Party all of yesterday spent the whole day planting stories saying that it's fake news. They tried to brush it off, did not work. Today they've had to admit, and they feel it's Sanjay Singh to admit that yes, it happened.
See, something after the release of Mr. Kejriwal, it appears the internal dynamics have taken a toll within the Aam Aadmi Party. And that is where the problem arises. Have the equations changed? People who are aspiring to take the place of the chief minister, are they fighting among themselves? These are very serious issues and have to be gone into, because attack on Maliwal by the PA of the chief minister cannot be brushed aside. It has to be with the knowledge and connivance of the highest level in the Aam Aadmi Party. Otherwise, a Rajya Sabha MP being assaulted by the very own people who put her there in the Rajya
It's
Sabha.
interesting that Bibhav Kumar was actually spotted at the rally of Arvind Kejriwal also. So no attempt is being made to distance, just to create a distance between the Chief Minister and him. So which means that there is some element of truth in what he is saying, that there is a support, there was some support for that act to happen to Maliwal, right, Abhishek?
We actually don't even know what exactly has happened.
Sonja Singh says she was attacked.
He said misbehaved. No? I think that's what he's used. The word he's used is misbehaved. There's a big difference between attack and misbehave.
That's Swati Maliwal saying to the police that she was attacked.
But Swati Maliwal has not filed a complaint.
She has filed a complaint.
No, she has not filed a
She's not
complaint.
filed
She
a
walked up to the...
No. She made the call to the police.
He's a lawyer, he'll tell you. There's a big difference.
no.
No, let me make my point. I didn't interrupt you. I didn't interrupt. Okay, let him talk.
You said I am a lawyer.
आप बात करो.
You only wanted-
I'm also a lawyer, so let me make my point, then you can rebut me.
Somebody
I know you're
who
very
calls
excited.
up-
Okay, 30 seconds. 30
Somebody
seconds.
who calls up the police becomes
Okay.
a complainant.
Complainant.
Okay.
Okay.
First
No, go ahead.
information-
No, you're done.
the first
Okay,
information has
let's-
gone from the
Okay,
complainant.
okay,
to
go
the
ahead,
police.
go ahead.
All the filing of the FIR is the responsibility of the police. They've not filed an FIR. There has been no written complaint. The police, first of all, has leaked this info. A victim of assault who happens to be a woman calls the PCR and they leak it to the media. The police are talking to the PTI, they're talking to ANI, they're talking to news agencies. If there is a victim of assault, you are breaching their privacy. Why is the police giving interviews to the media?
No, it's a
Prove
matter
the
of
case.
public record.
It's not a matter
The
of public
phone call,
record, sir.
the phone
A phone call is not a... Please,
It's a parliamentary.
a phone call...
It's a parliamentary.
Look, it's a parliamentarian...
It is not a sexual assault.
It is not a
It is
sexual
not a rape.
So you
Therefore,
accept it's not a sexual physical assault.
It is an attack.
It is an attack.
What is attack? Attack is not defined under the Indian Penal Code. What
As
is
per
an
the
attack?
police
It's a
diary,
physical
Abhishek,
attack. It's a
Abhishek,
physical attack.
Abhishek.
That
So
is
it
what
can be
has been
one
said.
sec. So it can be outraging the modesty of
No,
women.
we are going
Maliwal
by-
is not saying so.
Maliwal has not said anything. So you relax. don't get
Maliwal
overexcited.
Maliwal has
called up the police.
Maliwal
Don't
has
get
made a call.
overexcited.
No,
I know
Maliwal
Arvind
has
Kejriwal has been
But
given
there is a
bail.
larger political
बहुत
story.
खुशी हो
No,
रही है.
there is a larger political story.
The
Forget
point
about
is
it.
police
Stop the
is leaking this
nitpicking. No, stop the
information.
nitpicking on police companies.
Let
There is a
Swati Maliwal
larger
speak for herself.
no, there is a larger political story, and I think
Abhishek, I think,
Let's Swati
the story,
Maliwal speak first.
that's not the point. We're not talking about the nitty-gritties. We're not talking about the technicalities of the case.
Ahmad.
No, not just that, Abhishek. Stories called, the show's
Raghav
called,
Chadda.
2024, which
What
way
about
today?
Raghav
One
Chadda?
minute. The
What
show,
about Raghav Chadda?
please. Show's called
They are
2020.
undergoing
1 minute,
surgeries.
Desha Nigam,
No,
Desha
but when all your leaders have cancer and some medical treatment, do we make fun of your leaders?
Abhishek, one second.
Today, Sushil Kumar Modi has passed away
Abhishek,
yesterday.
please,
Did the
let's.
opposition
Abhishek, can
make
you all
fun
not?
of Sushil
Nobody is
Kumar?
making fun of it.
No,
Let's not
it's not
compare.
about comparing.
Let's not
A member of
compare.
parliament
Deshadanji,
has
one sec.
And you are
One sec. Please don't respond. Don't respond to him.
Niranjan is
Don't
making a
respond to him.
point.
Very
No,
bold.
Niranjan is
It's
making
very
no,
bold.
Niranjan is
Have we
making
said anything
You're
about
not- you're not
Sushma
diverting.
Swaraj? No, we've never commented on the medical issues.
Niranjan is making a very important point.
Don't comment on medical issues of people. Have some respect for their
What
dignity.
impact this is going to have on the elections in Delhi?
That's it. As simple as that.
Is it gonna happen?
Wait.
Bibhav
Okay,
Kumar
let me
is contesting
see.
the election.
Okay, Abhishek. Okay, fine. It's nice to brazen it out. It's fine.
No, it's not brazen.
No, hear me out. The
Prime
show's
Minister Modi campaigned for Prajwal
like I
Revanna.
said,
What impact will it have on the election?
can I ask you a question?
We're
Please.
discussing that next.
2024, which way today is the name of the show. Okay? And Deshata Nigam, and then you can respond. 30 seconds. He came out on a high, and today he's had 2 setbacks. And let me tell you, our correspondent tracked him for half an hour through the campaign and tried to ask him that question. He's right
you
here.
did.
He's right here. Half an hour, he kept asking a question.
Really?
He didn't say a word. He's looking at him, looking away, looking at him, looking away. He did not say a single word, right? For someone whose bail was played up to be this huge victory, and for them in 2 days to have 2 setbacks, double whammy, because the enforcement directorate has said they're going to be charge sheeted. That's gone on record today in the court. And then this. You think it's going to have an impact? Elections are coming up in Delhi.
Yes, it is. See, it appears AAP is a divided house today. If you cannot protect and make a statement on a person who is your Rajya Sabha MP, and then you try to, brush that thing under the carpet, let me tell you, there has to be something very deep into it, which means people are not seeing eye to eye within the Aam Aadmi Party, and that is going to spill on the ground also in voting.
Somebody who has no understanding of the internal
No, you
dynamics.
tell-
I have
you
been a
tell us.
member of the Aam
You
Aadmi
tell me.
Party.
How
I
is
have
it?
worked with the Aam Aadmi
Tell us
Party.
how it works.
Look,
You were.
Let him do.
Let him feel it.
You
Deshatanji.
Okay,
Let him.
No, I was told it's a freewheeling.
No, he said.
Let him.
Last time he interrupted me.
You want me to start interrupting you, you won't be able to
This
say
is not a debate. This is not a
You won't be
debate.
able to open your mouth.
This is not a debate.
Deshatanji
Nigam.
Okay.
You won't be able to
This is
open your mouth.
insider's view. This is not a debate.
Deshratan Nigam.
This is not a debate.
Deshratan Nigam.
One minute.
Give us the insider's
I've been a part of
Okay, Abhish, Deshratan.
Why?
Deshratan Nigam.
University
You were crying about me
Deshatanji.
interrupting you last
I
time.
was a part
You
of
weren't
the
able to speak.
Don't take the bait.
Okay, Abhishek.
It's not a debate. It's not a debate.
Higher decibel does not mean higher intelligence.
No, he's not, but you are interrupting him. Deshratan Nigam, no. Okay.
Yeah,
It's not a debate.
Exactly.
Abhishek,
Thank you.
insider's view.
Thank you.
Abhishek,
It's not a debate.
And
Yeah.
thank you. I have been a member of the Aam Aadmi Party. And let me tell you something.
How does it work?
It's very simple. At the end of the day, there is accountability in the party. Within 24 hours, Sanjay Singh, no less leader of the Rajya Sabha of Aam Aadmi Party in the party, has come out and said Biviv Kumar has misbehaved. When Prajwal Revanna happened, has the alliance been broken? No. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, you don't give him a ticket, but you give his son a ticket. His son is his proxy. Has the Prime Minister spoken on Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh? Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, please let me complete, please. Prajwal Revanna, ally of Prime Minister Modi, Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh in the BJP.
think they
Just
have
please
taken
listen
a
to
clear
this.
position.
Let me make my point. Give me my 10
They have
seconds.
taken a clear
Please, you've
position.
run the Prime Minister's interview for 3 days. Let there be a contrary view for 10 seconds.
We run the
My
contrary
point is-
views also all
You're not
through the
letting
day,
me
but-
speak. My point is this. What Bibav Kumar has done cannot be compared with what Prajwal Revanna or Brij Bhushan Sharan
But why are
Singh
you bringing in Prajwal Revanna? That's a
No,
second
because
story.
they are
Talk about the
saying-
first story first.
What I'm trying to say is it shows that in the Aam Aadmi Party, any misbehavior of this sort is not tolerated. Swati Maliwal has not spoken publicly. Her privacy
Maybe
was
she's waiting.
Her privacy
action
was
is taken?
violated.
Maybe she's waiting
Her
what action is
privacy
taken.
was violated by the Delhi police by giving interviews. You have somebody who's tomorrow you call a PCR and you register. You say something has happened. You go to the station and say you change your mind and say I won't file a written complaint. Should the police talk to the media about your?
Okay, one
Singh has
second.
gone
Can
public.
Abhishek?
Sanjay Singh has gone public.
Because the police have violated her privacy.
Police forced their hands,
But
perhaps.
are you not going to admire the fact that at least Sanjay Singh has
even a
admired?
After the
argument.
police forced their hands.
I'll tell you. Okay,
not
we're getting stuck.
argument.
We're getting stuck in one story. We have two more stories and we have just 8 minutes left. Now listen, the second story that we have to talk about. See, I've tracked this Prajwal Revanna story very closely, right? In the case of Prajwal Revanna, I mean, he was factually wrong because even Kumaraswamy, his own uncle, it's a very serious case.
Oh, why am I fact-
Very serious case. Prajwal Revanna is a sitting MP. A sitting MP contesting the elections on an NDA ticket has gone missing. Nobody knows where he is. I mean, how is it possible that the entire country doesn't know
So the
where he is?
central government should bring him back.
Yeah, 1 minute.
I'll answer.
One minute. Right? His father is accused of kidnapping a rape victim. Kidnapping a victim.
Yeah.
It's a different story that the victim has given interviews and said, I was not kidnapped. But there's something more sinister at play in Karnataka.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, that is my
And-
question.
yeah, and we know
If these
what
if these tapes were out for 6 months or 8 months, and I don't know how long, there's a bigger political game at play. And I mean, of course, we know who the players are, but what is the conspiracy?
See, let me tell you, as I think the state government should have acted immediately when the tapes were out. It was concealed probably because of the effect. They wanted to, take advantage of this situation. A particular community had to vote. The moment that vote got over, therefore they brought out this. Now the first lookout notice, the intimation has to be given by the law and order agency of the state.
Yes.
If they had given in the first instance and gone to the External Affairs Ministry, they would have put out a lookout notice and his passport would have been put under the block list. That did not happen. If you don't issue that instruction, the first instruction has to come from the state police. That did not happen. Therefore, the central government cannot on its own start looking for that person.
But can you, Deshatanji, can you ignore the serious charges itself? It's a different matter that Kumaraswamy has said, if he's guilty, hang him. He's not, irrespective of whether he's my nephew, whatever else.
be coming on this.
Right? And there's also, from what I've understood, Abhishek, there is an arrangement already because obviously it's too embarrassing for even the BJP. From what I understand, the arrangement is if he wins, and there is a possibility he could win.
He won't.
Like
BJP didn't want to give him the
said,
ticket.
yeah, like I said.
Kumaraswamy himself said.
1 minute, listen.
BJP didn't want Prajwal Revanna
Listen,
to give him the ticket.
that's not the point. That's not the point. Point is, if he wins, they are ready to ask him to step down and give the ticket to somebody else. Even that has been discussed. Yeah. But it is certainly a test for the BJP and the JDS on what they will do.
But why celebrations, Niranjan? That's
What were they celebrating?
That is uncalled for.
What were they celebrating? I mean, thousands of people who came there. Yes.
The Prime Minister speaks of Nari Shakti. Won't the Prime Minister send a strong message?
Prime Minister has taken
Arey,
this
sir,
question and
you're not
responded.
letting me make
Abhishek,
my...
no.
Abhishek, you keep interrupting.
But fact check.
One
Fact
sentence,
check.
can I please...
Fact check.
I've not made my point for you to fact check me.
Okay.
I've just said Prime Minister speaks of Nari Shakti, ghus ja.
No, you said that Prime Minister has not spoken on
Let
this.
me make my point. He has spoken.
Not
he
taken a
spoken.
He
stand.
has spoken on it and he
Not
said
taken
there
a
is zero
stand.
tolerance.
No, he has taken a stand.
He has taken, but please listen
Now
to
you
me.
fact check. Okay, fine, go ahead.
Listen, sir. Listen, why you all are winning the election? Let me speak. Let me speak.
That was for you.
Yeah, I have 5 more years of
Okay,
opposing
go-
Modi at
you're
least,
losing
so
time
let
now,
me
you're
speak.
losing time.
The point
45,
is simply this. The Prime Minister of the country is still allied with the JDS for 3 seats in Karnataka. If you're getting 400 seats, break the alliance for those 3 seats and say we, the central government, will bring Prajwal Revanna back. You have not broken the alliance. You have given Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh's son a ticket. He is still a member of your party. Where is the Nari Shakti? Bibhav Kumar action will be taken. Rest assured. Sanjay Singh is a man of principle. I can't speak for any other leader in the Aam Aadmi Party. I have worked personally with Sanjay Singh. Sanjay Singh is the one who had the courage to come out today, and I know Sanjay Singh would have volunteered to come out today and said, "मैं जाके बोलूँगा कि ये जो हुआ है गलत हुआ है." He's a man of principle. He didn't break in Tihar jail. BJP tried desperately to break him. He didn't break in Tihar. Neither has Sisodia, neither has Satyendra Jain, and neither have any MLAs defected. Please remember.
Why did you
the
leave Aam
please,
Aadmi
sir,
Party?
I'm not.
Hold on.
Why did you leave
Please,
Aam Aadmi
sir, I'm
Party?
just giving an
You
insider's
were.
view.
Sir.
Please,
Hold on.
please stop. Please
Okay,
stop.
this
Please stop.
shows way above Abhishek Sudhi.
I'm just giving you
on the Aam Aadmi
I'm
Party.
just giving you an insider's view. I have worked with the party. In the party, there is full accountability for your actions. And Raghav Chadda says he's facing a medical issue. And that has been accepted by the party. Saurabh Bharadwaj have done a press conference. Okay, he has a medical issue. We don't question people on their health. We have never questioned the BJP's leaders on their health. One quick point about this Bibhav Kumar. If action is not taken after they have said he's misbehaved, I'll be the first to criticize. And I know Sanjay Singh will ensure action is taken.
Okay, those are some live pictures coming in. 1 second. Those are some live pictures coming in. Also, meanwhile, what are those pictures? Those are pictures of Prajwal Revanna, I think, from Bengaluru.
Okay, these are
earlier.
We'll move on,
Earlier.
yeah.
Let's move on to the third subject.
Third
now.
one, Prime
We
Minister.
felt that the celebration was uncalled for, Abhishek. I don't know what they were celebrating.
right, absolutely.
Finally, the nomination of the Prime Minister, the biggest takeaway was the show of strength. Of course, Chandrababu Naidu, Pawan Kalyan, Conrad Sangma, Atul Bora, Eknath Shinde, I saw Praful Patel. What's the takeaway for you, Abhishek, from the Prime Minister's show today?
The first time Prime Minister went to Varanasi, has spent just 24 hours there because people wanted him to come. In fact, I'm told internally that they said you need not come, but then it's okay for the roadshow, for just getting the vibes right, and you can be there. And he's now campaigning in the rest of the country. So that really gives you an idea of the kind of strength that the Prime Minister's candidature has with Kashi, with Varanasi. And I think he's at some level very emotionally involved. That gets reflected in the kind of work that has been done. And the pictures that we got over the last 24 hours of Prime Minister in Kashi, clearly a reflection of the kind of confidence that the party has insofar as Prime Minister's third candidature. And my takeaway pictures were, Niranjan, that he walked all the way to the collector's office and waited for his time as a candidate, followed the protocol to a T. And this is the same Prime Minister who in 2014 was not even allowed to have a proper campaign going in Varanasi.
Yeah.
See, if you look at the, from yesterday itself, the atmosphere in Varanasi, he calls himself a Pradhan Sevak. And this is no more about voting in Varanasi. If you look at his road shows in Patna a day before that or prior to that in Kanpur or otherwise, you will see that the emotional outburst of the common people, the emotional connect of the Prime Minister with the common people, it has transcended the boundaries of voting now. It has gone into the domain of emotions and connect in the people, the feeling that they have for the Prime Minister. It is no more about voting anymore.
Okay, I have 1 minute left. Can I get 30 seconds of his feedback?
Well, I
his
mean,
response
I
to the
think
Prime Minister.
all the allies were there. We've just seen in Haryana that their government is in minority, that JJP Dushyant Chautala has left. Narendra Modi has done something Atal Bihari Vajpayee would never have done, which is disrespect allies consistently.
How?
Of course, what has happened with Dushyant Chautala, what has happened with Uddhav Thackeray, say what you want. Nitish Kumar, Palturam, of course, keeps going and coming, but that alliance has broken multiple times. I think the Prime Minister is trying to portray that the NDA, for example, Naveen Patnaik has been a trusted ally, but he's attacking Naveen for being Odia and saying, can you even name the districts of Orissa? Prime Minister has to learn to work in an alliance because I don't think the numbers are going to be as high as he thinks it is.
This is
He'll
election
need his
combat, I
allies.
think.
Huh?
This is the election combat.
It may be, but I think this has been taken very personally by Naveen Patnaik, let me tell you. I spoke to someone in Bhubaneswar. This attack crossed the line because Naveen is very touchy about his ODIA credentials being questioned. And you wanted an alliance with Naveen Patnaik 2 weeks ago and now you're attacking him. The Prime Minister is not Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Niranjan.
Okay, so that's it. We have the Primetime Max with Arnab coming up next. The debate Primetime Max with Arnab. Thank you, Deshwata Nigam and Abhishek Sudhir.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us.